It's often said that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but there are times when the eyes of many all see the same beauty, and even rarer times when it appears that beauty is seen by the eyes of all. Almost everyone that I see come here calls it the most beautiful place on earth. Are they right? Are they wrong? Do we all share a common ground for natural beauty, or does it still depend on the eyes looking at it? Well, I'm here to find out, and also to show you what else there is to do in the town and surrounding area. But this story starts on a hillside just outside of Coron. I highly recommend you arrive into Coron by a flight, because just seeing like the landscape as you come in out of the window is absolutely unbelievable. Like all the mountain ranges and stuff, it just looks mega. So we've just checked into this absolutely insane resort. It's Coron Hilltop Resort, and we have got the room at the top of the hill, which has got such an amazing view. We're a little bit away from the town, so it's nice and quiet, but oh my God, the views, the pool, this place is insane. The first thing that you're gonna need is you're gonna need to hire one of these. You're gonna wanna hire a scooter to get yourself in and around the town of Coron and to the other places that I'm gonna show you in today's video. And this scooter is special. Why? Because it's red, and red is my favorite color. When traveling in the Philippines, not everything goes to plan, and here we have a perfect example of that. Little did I know that I was riding right into my first problem. It's the middle of the dry season and the waterfall has completely dried up. Don't do what I just did. So you've got to come down and check out the actual town of Coron. There's loads of little places to have some food, grab a drink as well, and then if you head down to the lower end of the town, you've got the I Am Coron sign. Perfect place to grab a picture, and as you stand here, as you look over into the distance, you can see somewhere that I'm going to head to a bit later on this evening, hopefully to see a nice sunset. But yeah, you can chill out here by the water. Pretty cool views. And also keep a note of my hair, because every time I take the helmet on and off, my hair's going to get a bit more crazy. And let's see how far I get today until I look like somebody that's escaped a mental place. So, all right. Although Coron is a small town, it's actually heaving with activity. You've got the constant soundtrack from these like tricycles you see going up and down. It's just kind of just the madness of being in Asia again. It's fantastic, but it's just crazy as well. Like, look at all these contraptions driving around, constant busyness. It just uses everything, look. I absolutely love it here. Whilst in the town of Coron, you should pay a visit to Cafe Sirocco. I had a mango shake from here and a cake, and they were so tasty. Whilst I was flying the drone, I got the attention of some of the locals. And normally with drones, it can go one of two ways. They can either love it or they can hate it. Just been flying the drone, getting some cool shots. One of the locals here absolutely loves it. It's cool, yeah? You like it?
I like it. It's very good.
Awesome shots, just chasing a few boats out there and things. Would this be a Philippines video if I didn't get an Andox chicken? I don't think it would be. That's another recommendation. If you're in the area, try Andox chicken. It's like KFC, but I'm sure it's better. Anyway, I'm gonna head back and eat this, and then got some interesting things later on today. Remember what I said about my hair? How crazy does it look now? Am I at Sideshow Bob level yet? Probably almost. If you stand anywhere in the Coron town and look up to the hills, you can't miss the next spot that I'm just about to head to. Now, the past few days have actually been quite taxing on my legs. There's been a lot of stairs going up and down, and my calves are really, really starting to feel it. So I'm hoping there's not too many steps here. I have heard there are quite a few, but I hope it's not too bad. You have got to be kidding me. You can probably start to see the view coming in behind me, right as the sweat starts to run off my head. 720 steps. And here it is, the Philippines answer to the Hollywood sign. Definitely can't touch the Hollywood sign. And I think this one probably has a better view. There are moments in life when you feel completely at peace, and when your mind doesn't wander and you are fully present and taking everything in. This is one of those moments. Watching the sunset from up here with this incredible landscape and the sign lighting up behind me was such bliss. There were many of us all sat on the hillside, and I know I was not the only one feeling the pure beauty of this scene. Just sat there enjoying the simplest of human pleasures, watching the sun disappear behind the horizon. If you ride about 15 minutes outside of Coron, you end up at this place, which is the Manaquit Hot Springs. Now, the temperature I can describe is kind of like a pretty warm bath, and this is sort of the main pool. It would be a bit hot to come here in the middle of the day. You'd probably end up with some kind of sunstroke, but yeah, on an evening you can see it's a pretty popular spot here for tourists and locals alike. So if you want to wind down, have a nice sort of warm, refreshing bath kind of thing at the end of the day, come and check this place out. For somewhere to eat, I recommend going to Sharky's. Now, we ate here twice during our time in Coron and had standout meals both times. And if you want to go for some drinks afterwards, I recommend heading to Bam Bar. They've got tasty cocktails, live music, and just an all-round good atmosphere. It's now time to go and see the reason so many come to this part of the world. It's time to go and visit the islands, lagoons, and more remote areas near Coron. I went into this trip open-minded and willing to experience it, however came naturally to me. So the first stop is the Twin Lagoons, and I've seen water that's this blue before, but I have never seen it surrounded by the rocks and architecture like this. It's absolutely insane. Like, just the landscape, the way that all the rocks are formed, like in these sort of like lines almost, but with bits chipped off the top. It looks like you're in kind of another planet in a weird kind of way. But yeah, this place is absolutely stunning. Something that's quite a strange experience at the Twin Lagoons is because there's salt water and fresh water there, you have two different temperatures of water. So as you're swimming along, it just goes hot, cold, hot, cold. I'm not really sure why the fresh water and the salt water don't just mix together to create one kind of solution, but I'm sure there's a scientist somewhere out there who knows that. But yeah, this place is cool. Next up, arriving at Barracuda Lake, and you go sort of through the little rock formations there and then into this huge pool. The water is so clear, you can just go in there and you can see all the rock formations carrying on under the water, and it just looks crazy. I've not seen anything like that before anywhere. We then made our way to Kayangan Lake, which is home to some of the clearest water in the world. Another spectacular place where you can literally see right down to the bottom, even from the decking path around the edge. We then went on to do some snorkeling and to explore some of the smaller, more remote islands and their beaches. After experiencing this place firsthand, I have to say that unfortunately I don't agree with the general opinion that it's the most beautiful place in the world. It's astonishing, do not get me wrong, but real, natural beauty to me has to be witnessed in all of its glory. And it's very hard to do that here with 100 people in bright orange life jackets everywhere you go and masses of tour boats. I see why tourism is so hot here. It's a lovely place, but it's nothing in comparison to the people who live here. The Filipino people are so genuinely kind, happy, and full of life. And that is what's truly special about this place.